Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Free Terrible Gamers. I'm your host Colin here with Ashton.
Hey guys.
Alright, got a few left over from last week, the normal, and then get back into what we got this week. Pokemon the trading card game Pocket reaches 60 million users registered for launch, which I believe, obviously this is last week's topic, but I believe it's already released now.
Yeah, it released on October 30th, so time of recording 2 days ago. But yeah, so the Pokemon Company has announced that over 6 million people worldwide have now pre-registered for Pokemon trading card game Pocket ahead of the release on iOS and Android. It says experience the fun of collecting Pokemon trading card game cards with Pokemon trading card game Pocket, an upcoming game for iOS and Android devices from Creatures Inc., the original developers of the Pokemon. Yeah, everybody knows who they are. In this game, you will be able to open 2 booster packs every day at no cost. You can collect digital cards featuring nostalgic artwork from the past, as well as brand new cards that are exclusive to Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket. Be on the lookout for new immersive cards, which will make you feel as though you've leapt into the world of the card's illustration. So, I don't know. I mean, there's been, I know, at least two different versions of Pokemon trading card game already. Like you can battle people online and stuff with cards. And I guess this is just another one. It doesn't say you can battle. I don't know if it's just maybe just collecting. I'm not sure. I haven't downloaded it, but
Yeah.
I did try the other ones. The other ones weren't bad. They were kind of like the Yu-Gi-Oh game that we've played before.
The Duel Link?
Yeah. You just pick cards and you play people online. It's kind of like almost the exact same thing, except Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, it don't surprise me that they're going that route with it, because especially if they can't charge like microtransactions and stuff like that for different cards and everything else. But the fact that, 6 million people pre-registered for it.
For a mobile game is impressive.
Yeah.
Which it is Pokemon, so it's not really that impressive, but for a mobile game, that's impressive.
Kind of expected.
Yeah. Pokemon fans are Pokemon fans.
And what I've seen today, I think the most collected one, or what people are trying to collect the most of, is Farfetch'd for whatever reason. Which is that little bird with a stick.
Yeah.
Huh. I'm just like, okay, well, like that's a choice.
I didn't see that. I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, so it's a trading card game, so I'm assuming you can trade with other players as well?
I would assume. I know on the other ones, if you had friends and stuff, you could trade with each other. Like, I don't know if you can battle on this one. So, to me, if you can't battle in it, really, what's the point?
Say even Pokemon Go, you can obviously trade with your friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Then battle with your friends if you're close together with a raid, or got a remote raid pass or whatever.
Yeah, so I would assume you can battle. Like that's the only thing that would make sense to me. Is otherwise, what's the point? I mean, I know people like to collect cards, but in that case, I'd just get the real ones.
Yeah, they still exist.
Yeah, because I mean, still in my eyes, digital. It's the same thing with digital games. Yeah, you'll have it for a little bit, but what if they discontinue this app? Then you lose everything that you've collected over the years.
Yeah, especially if you decide to go to paid route and not just 2 free packs a day.
Right. And I'm sure they're getting a lot of people paying for it.
I guarantee it. So Pokemon fans are a different breed.
Oh, yeah. They'll buy those versions of the same game, pretty much.
Right, and you think, 28 years for the actual cards being over here as well?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 28 years of people collecting cards, and a vast age group of people.
I did see, and that's kind of a little bit off topic, but I don't care. So I seen a Yu-Gi-Oh pack. I didn't buy it, obviously. I was just looking because Zachary was looking at cards for whatever reason. But it's their anniversary. They had an anniversary Yu-Gi-Oh pack.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen those. They went back and they remade the older ones. Like I think there's a Yugi pack, there's a Joey Wheeler pack,
Mm-hmm.
I believe a Kaiba and maybe a Pegasus pack.
I honestly thought long and hard about buying it. Like it was one of the big containers, the big metal cases
Yeah,
that we've
with the one
got.
we used. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. It was $30. I was like, I was thinking about it.
I said used to have, but I'm just like, what do we have? Mine still.
Mine's still in Alta.
Yeah, still got my metal box here with me.
My playing deck is still in Alta too.
Nice.
So have it together.
Yeah. As you can tell, we're Yu-Gi-Oh people and not Pokemon people.
Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh's better. Even the anime's better, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I liked watching Pokemon when I was little, but
Oh,
I could still sit down and watch Yu-Gi-Oh if I wanted to.
oh yeah. I actually sit down and watch both of them. I mean, I still prefer to sit down and watch Yu-Gi-Oh. But I guess, in a technical sense, the Pokemon is more kids friendly for
That's true.
what our kids' ages are.
Yeah. Yeah, Zachary, the reason I was even over there in the card section was he said he wanted some Pokemon cards, and I didn't even know he knew what Pokemon cards were. Maybe some kids in his class have them or something. I don't know.
That's what Ezra is going after hard right now is Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Especially once he's seen mine.
I don't have no idea where my Pokemon cards are. I had a crap ton. I don't know where they're at. I know where my Yu-Gi-Oh cards are, but
I had like 6 in that metal box we was just talking about with my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I was like, you know what? You can just have them. I don't need them for anything.
Yeah.
Which, of course, I think I mainly just had like, 5 energy cards and like maybe 1 monster.
I do remember we didn't actually play how you're supposed to. We didn't really do the energy cards. We just done like the heart points and crap when we battled.
Yeah. We played it exactly like you would play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, that's how we were used to playing, so we wasn't exactly sure how to play because we were used to Yu-Gi-Oh, so we just done it how we wanted to.
Then you could stack the energy to make them stronger.
Yeah.
Still, at that point, I think you had to have a rule book to know what, like obviously the energy, but obviously even though it's the same type, if it plus whatever attributes for that Pokemon.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh was definitely easier to battle. Like if you had, it's just basic math, going off the attack and defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We went down a rabbit hole in that one.
That's all right. It's still gaming related, technically.
Yeah. Not technically a video game aspect of, especially Yu-Gi-Oh, but
they have games.
The dually mention. Yeah, they do. I still got the GameCube ones.
Yeah. Crap. What's it called? Falsebound Kingdom.
I think I have another one.
Yeah, there is another one. But the one I played was Falsebound Kingdom, I believe.
Yeah, I played the other one. I can't remember what it's called, but I know that name does not sound familiar. You just said.
Oh.
Just like if I was to say the other one, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I remember that," but at the same time, just can't think of it.
Yeah.
Alright. Black Myth Wukong physical copy released.
Alright, if you've been holding off picking up a copy of Black Myth Wukong until the release of a physical version, then it looks like you won't have to wait much longer. Game Science has confirmed that a physical PlayStation 5 edition is on the way in the near future. In a recent post to the Black Myth Wukong X/Twitter account, the developer thanked fans for their patience and stated that the master disc for Black Myth Wukong is ready. If you're not familiar with the term, a master disc contains the final launch version of a piece of gaming software, which is then copied onto further discs during the production process. The post goes on to say that the PS5 physical edition will be available to you very soon, though falls short of providing a definitive timescale. It says elsewhere, the Game Science has revealed that the game has sold 10 million copies across all platforms, currently PS5 and PC, as of August 23rd this year. An Xbox Series version is on the way too, but there's no concrete time frame on that.
Yeah.
This is a game I haven't played yet. But I'd like to eventually.
Yeah. Is it single player or is it online?
I believe it's a single player game. I think it's like people are comparing it very heavily to God of War.
Sure. You say what few videos I've seen of like people playing it seems like a Souls like.
Yeah. But
and I went live on the GameCube game. It was False Bound Kingdoms. I just never guess I realized the name of it. And that's the only
just
one
called it
released.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Probably.
Yeah, I just called it Yu-Gi-Oh! Didn't ever read the bottom part of it. But man, that game is selling for high right now.
Is it?
Oh yeah. The cheapest one I've seen was an open copy with no case, and it was $50.
Holy crap! You could just emulate it for free.
Still case was $500.
Wow, $500. That's crazy.
Just imagine keeping a GameCube game that long and not even opening it.
Yeah,
obviously we were kids when that came out,
yeah.
but still.
Well, and emulation wasn't even a thing then to like emulate it and still be able to play it, you know? Like,
yeah,
that's what I do now for most of my Switch games. I just keep them sealed because I did buy them so I can play the emulated version on PC, keep them sealed. But back then that wasn't really a thing. So,
yeah.
Especially for GameCube, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no way I could keep a game sealed that long without actually being able to play it.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like that's definitely a commitment.
Yeah, unless you buy 2 copies, but that's also a commitment.
Yeah, at that point. But you think if you're going to save it for the long run and wait 20 years to sell it for, 10 times the price of what you bought it for.
Yeah.
Because back then games were standard $50.
Mm-hmm.
Because about every 15 years they go up about $10.
Those were the days.
Yep. Anyways, back to Black Myth Wukong. Yeah, it's the physical edition for the PS5 will be the first one that comes out of all of them. Don't know why they're doing breakdowns like that. Makes no sense.
I mean, I guess Xbox users haven't even got to play the game at all yet, so just PS5 and PC has.
Do you think that will be a contender this year?
Probably. I would say it'll be there.
We're a month out from it now.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. Holy crap. Feels like we just went over that.
Yeah, well, we did a year ago.
I know, but it feels like it was just a couple months ago. Yeah, I'd say this. Echoes of Wisdom will definitely be there.
Mm-hmm.
What else has came out this year? Black Ops 6. Because it's a good game, but...
Yeah. It'll definitely probably win multiplayer.
Yeah. I'd say... I mean... I haven't played Black Myth Wukong, so I don't know. Oh, Pow World 2. Forgot about that. It came out in January.
Yeah. Because it just barely fell into the time frame. Well, I mean, not barely into the time frame.
It's kind of dangerous, though, releasing your game that early, because by then so many other games come out and people forget about that game. But
yeah. Which I think was a Tears of the Kingdom situation last year over... And why Baldur's Gate got the better break on it last year.
Yeah, because Tears of the Kingdom came out in May. So I think if Tears of the Kingdom would have came out in like October, November, it would have definitely won. Yeah. Because by then the hype was kind of down on it.
Echoes of Wisdom not being as groundbreaking as that one, I don't think it'll be a qualifier, but I don't think it'll win at all. And I won't be as mad if it don't win.
I think it'll win probably the family-friendly thing. Most Nintendo games do.
Mm-hmm. They got their title for a reason.
Yeah.
Unless their version of Pokemon games managed to win out this year, which I doubt it.
I doubt it. Which I can't think of any other games that's came out that would even contend against Black Myth Wukong besides Power World?
Oh no, we didn't even hear Baldur's Gate until that one game of the year last year.
That's true. That's true.
Like, what is this game?
I played it. It's an RPG. I just can't.
Yet again, that's the most widely accepted video game genre in the world.
But why? It's the worst.
A lot of people don't think so.
Well, a lot of people are stupid. Sorry if you like RPGs, but I think
it's just like me playing South Park the other day. I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah. I've always wanted to play this game because, you know, obviously it's South Park, it's funny. I'm just like, it's an RPG, I still can't play it.
Yeah. Like, I can't say it yet, never mind. Hasn't came out yet. But
you mentioned it last week.
If you're a facilities manager at a warehouse and your HVAC system goes down, it can turn up the heat, literally. But don't sweat it, Grainger has you covered. Grainger offers over 1 million industrial-grade products for all your operations, including warehouse HVAC maintenance. And even better, they offer access to experts and fast delivery, so you and your warehouse can both keep your cool. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
O'Reilly! You've got questions? O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people. O'Reilly Auto Parts.
What's hurting you this week?
I didn't know if I said if I played it or not.
You did.
Did I? Well, I played Mario and Luigi Brothers early access, you know. It's an RPG, it's trash. And the art style, I don't like the art style. Looks bad, looks blurry.
How the Switch is at the end of its life cycle, especially as much as these games are coming out super early before or again leaked. Yeah, because we were talking about the Snake last week, but it has to be potentially leaking out the stuff on the inside.
Yeah. The only other games I can think of are just remakes or PC ports. Like Ragnarok was a PC port from PS5 game. Luigi's Mansion 2 was a remake.
But I still don't see how those ever get qualified in for it just because it's a port. Like, it's already had its contention and potentially won whatever.
I don't think it'll be a contender. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't think of anything else that's came out that...
Like, remakes or remasters should have their own category.
Yeah. Like remaster, remake of the year, or whatever.
Yeah.
Epic Mickey, it was also a remaster.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the games this year that I can think of have been a port or a remaster.
Yeah. That we played anyways.
Yeah, that we played.
Alright. Naughty Dog's next game report.
Oh, Helldivers 2.
Yeah. That came out like the very end of last year, though.
It says 2024. Here.
Maybe.
Super Monkey Ball, Banana Rumble.
Yeah, that did come out this year, too.
Mm-hmm.
That'd probably be a contender for family friendly.
Yeah, I think Echoes
It's still technically a Nintendo title, even though it's Sega made it.
Yeah.
Because it's a Switch exclusive.
It's true. All right. To what you said. Naughty Dog is primarily noted for its work on narrative-focused linear action games in recent years, thanks to the success of Uncharted and The Last of Us. Now it seems that the studio's next game might be leaning into more open-ended design. This quote says, "I heard from somebody very in the know who worked on Naughty Dog's next game. Ben Hansen, formerly of Game Informer, says on the most recent episode of his MinMax podcast, the tone was like, you are all not ready for how amazing this thing is going to be. I'm not going to say the game that they referenced to compare it to because I don't want people to be, I don't know what this, people's talking so much. It says Naughty Dog is due next anytime morsel of insight is going to be devoured. Henson notes that the game reference was not Hitman, but beyond that, the meaning of player freedom here is completely open to your interpretation. We've already seen Naughty Dog take a few tentative steps in this direction. Uncharted 4 saw some experiments with semi-open world areas and otherwise linear game structure, and that idea was greatly expanded in the early Seattle chapter of The Last of Us 2. It seems Naughty Dog was originally quite keen on that idea too, as the studio has confirmed The Last of Us 2 was originally a Bloodborne-inspired open-world game. So they're just going to make... Basically what I got out, it's going to be like an Uncharted or The Last of Us, but open world instead of linear-based.
Yeah, which, I mean, it seems like they're copying everyone else's success from it and trying to capitalize on it.
It being Naughty Dog, it'll probably be a good game because they make good games. So
I'm not dissing it at all in that aspect of it, and it'll probably be interesting having a more story-driven game in an open-world setting than, because, like I said, Tears of the Kingdom, like compared to that being open world, or a Zelda game in general, it may be an open world, but even though Tears of the Kingdom was such a great game, it still wasn't really story-driven.
yeah.
Being Naughty Dog and implementing a story majorly into it, especially if they was already flirting with the idea with Last of Us 2, if they done.
And especially them being a Sony studio with the story.
Yep. They all have their perks and defects, but Sony's perks is definitely story.
Yeah. Like I said, Naughty Dog makes good games, so I think they'll, whatever it says, it'll be a good game. I'd think different if it was like Bethesda or Ubisoft. But yeah, okay, here we go. You never know how this is going to be, but with Naughty Dog, you can almost guarantee it's going to be a good game.
I don't think I've ever seen a Naughty Dog game that's not been super well received.
Yeah, not that I can think of.
Then they're even able to carry it over to the big screen. Well, series, I should say.
Yeah,
so there ain't been a movie yet that I'm aware of.
Season 2 of The Last of Us comes out later this year or early next year, something like that. I guess this year's almost over, so probably early next year.
Probably. But yeah, I'm interested to see what they do with an open world outlook.
Have you played Uncharted?
I've seen it be played. I've never played it myself.
It's kind of like a little bit like Tomb Raider.
Gotcha.
Kinda.
See, I always get Uncharted and Just Cause confused.
Yeah, I could
Which I think those two are very similar games. Just one has more story, obviously, because one's a ripoff.
Right. Just Cause. Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I've always
both good games, though. Like, good series. Franchises.
Which is the same for both. I've watched them both be played. I've still never sat down and played either one of them.
Yeah.
Of the 4 that they have each, or just 5. Just Cause has 5 now, I think.
I think so. I've never played it Just Cause. I've seen somebody play it, but I've never played it. I've played a little bit of Uncharted. It reminds me a lot of Tomb Raider. Yeah.
More story driven, I'm assuming.
Yeah. The newer Tomb Raiders, they're like that.
Of course, I guess you really back in the day, you couldn't really tell much story because you was fighting this to be able to get your game one cartridge.
Yeah.
The memory for it.
Yep, definitely.
All right. Batman Arkham Shadow reviews.
All right. So this was the VR game that we talked about several months ago. And it released on October 22nd 2024. And this was last week when I got these, so 12 critic reviews was an 83, and 44 user was a 9.3. So when this game first came out, I was excited because I was like, oh, we're getting another Batman Arkham game, and then I seen it was a VR only. I was like, oh, that's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it's decent. I didn't look and see what like Arkham Knight or anything was compared to it, but
I did.
I figured you did.
Arkham Knight was only an 87. I mean, I'll say only 87 like it's a bad thing, but it's still only 4 points higher than a VR game.
Yeah,
is what I guess I'm getting at.
Yeah. Did you play Arkham Knight?
I think I played a little bit of Asylum.
So Arkham Knight was the
about
first Xbox One game that I bought myself. And I liked it. It was pretty good. It came with the Harley Quinn DLC and stuff when I bought it, and it was a good game.
Oh, I forgot about that game existing.
Arkham
until
Asylum.
just now. Yeah, so I'm going to look up the Metacritic on it as we're talking.
I think there was...
It was a must-play. It was a 92.
I'm thinking there was 3 Arkham games.
Arkham Knight.
Origins. Arkham City. Arkham Origins.
Was there? Oh, I just thought I only knew Arkham Asylum.
There's Arkham Knight, Arkham Asylum, and it says Origins and City.
Arkham Knight. Yeah. I knew Knight and Asylum, but I forgot about Asylum until just now. You say what, Arkham City?
Yeah.
Metacritic. It was a 94 must play.
Wow.
City.
City.
Mm-hmm. And then Asylum was a 92. And you said the other one is Origin?
Yeah, Arkham Origins. It says 97% like this game.
Oh, it was a flop.
Was it?
74.
Wow. It says on Google 97% like this video game.
Yeah. On Metacritic, it's a 74, and then the user score was a 7.6.
Wow.
But it was a 360 title. So
yeah,
I think
PlayStation
it was.
3, 360, Wii U, and Windows.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead is the very top thing on Metacritic right now.
Never heard of it.
Oh, that could be a Game of the Year contender too.
I've never heard of it.
The Quiet Place, the video game.
Mm-hmm. I've
Been all over my stuff.
I've heard about the movie.
I think we watched the movie together.
Yeah, I think so.
It's an 82,
Nice.
and it somehow got a must play even though it's not in the 90s.
That's weird.
I don't know how that works.
I don't think I've only seen must plays be 90s.
Well, that one said must see, so I don't know if it's talking. I don't know if it works different for horror games.
Maybe.
Let's see what we're going to do to you in a second. Alright. I think we got time for one more.
Yeah.
And you pick one of the 3 for this week, because I figured that would be about the case. But there wasn't that much news this week, in all actuality. Nothing crazy.
Not really, no.
We're going to skip one, and we're going to go down the Nuketown map for Black Ops 6.
Right.
Since it dropped today at the time of recording.
Yeah, actually, me and Rylan, we were in the middle of playing, and then it kicked us out and said, downloaded playlists, updated. And I was like, I bet Nuketown just dropped. And yeah, it did. But
So you
says,
guys were playing whenever it dropped.
yeah. So then I went and seen Nuketown 24/7. I was like, yep, that's what we're playing.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
like I said, I knew.
Good.
Go ahead.
It says fans of the classic Call of Duty Black Ops map Nuketown, set on a small Nevada nuclear testing site, can now play a graphically revamped version in Black Ops 6. A multiplayer playlist featuring only Nuketown went live today, like I just talked about, at 1 p.m. Eastern Time in Call of Duty Black Ops 6, alongside double XP, double weapon XP, and double gobble gums that will be available until November 4th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, is it Eastern Standard Time? When does time get back?
EST? Eastern Standard Time.
I don't know if it was EDT is Eastern Daylight Time. Depends when time goes back.
Oh, yeah. I think we fall back to Sunday.
So it would be EST. Because right now it's EDT. Either way, if you're...
I always call it EST.
Yeah, it's EDT if it's Eastern Daylight Time, but it's EST if it's Standard Time when time falls back.
We're about ready to fall back in, like I said, Sunday.
Yeah, so it'll be EST.
Which...
It don't matter.
Don't know that time fell back the time they're listening to this.
Yeah, unless your clocks are... your phone doesn't automatically do it for some reason. But anyway, yeah, so...
Or you get an alarm from Nintendo.
Yeah. For some reason, I don't know why, but at the beginning of October, all the Ford trucks because all the Davy trucks are Fords. That's a little off topic, but anyway, all the Davy trucks are Fords, and then my truck's a Ford. They all went back early, a month early, on their own.
Nice.
I don't know what that's about, but anyway.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Anyway, Nuketown is on Black Ops 6 as of time of recording, and it will be when you hear this, because I'm sure they're not going to take it away. And it's double XP, double weapon XP, and double gobble gums.
By the time you hear this, double XP will be gone, though, because it ends the day before it releases.
And by the time you hear this, I'll probably be prestiged.
Yeah, it'll probably be prestige here for the next couple hours.
Hopefully.
But that is all the time we have for today, guys. Thank you for watching or listening. You can follow our socials on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Got Discord. Got merch on Redbubble and TeePublic. I think that's it.
Yep, think so.
Alright. Later, guys.
Catch you in the next episode.